So today I thought it would be a good idea for me to show you guys everything that I've ever made that I still have. Unfortunately, I have given away a lot of the things that I've made, so I don't have everything, but I did decide as of like last year to start keeping my favorite things so that I can give to my future child or my future grandchild, because I keep seeing those videos on TikTok where girls are like trying on all the things their grandmother left for them, and I want to be one of those grandmas. I want to be one of those moms. So that's why I have this huge pile behind me, because these are the things that I am keeping either to wear now or to give to my future child slash grandchild. This video is going to be a long one. It's going to be a long one. This is a really big pile. So go pause this video, go get you a snack, go get your whip, go get whatever you're working on, go get some water, because you're gonna need it, because we're gonna be here for a while. So get comfortable. This is definitely gonna be a long one, and I am not going to spare the yap. I'm not sparing the yap this time around. These are all my different piles. Okay, now that everything is organized, we're gonna start off with the smallest pile, which are blankets. I have only made one blanket. Well, technically I've made more than one blanket. I've made a few baby blankets, but those were gifts. But as far as blankets that I've kept for myself, I've only made one, and this is her. I actually knit this blanket with the biggest knitting needles I could find and 2 strands held together of Bernat blanket yarn. And I made this blanket in 3 days, y'all, because it was for a UGC video from Michaels, and I had a project planned that ended up failing last minute and not looking as great as I thought it was going to look. So I had to come up with something quick, and I don't know why I was like, let's make a blanket. I don't know what came over me and told me that a blanket was a good idea. But guys, I decided to sit there and knit this blanket for 3 straight days. It honestly didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take, because I probably only knit for about 6 or 7 hours per day for 3 days. So in my mind, that's relatively quick for a blanket. Usually a blanket would take me way longer than that. But yes, this is my blanket. She is definitely king sized. It's a huge blanket that has been washed many a time and has never come apart on me. She's still as plush and as amazing as the first day. It's definitely one of my favorite things that I've made, mainly because I use it so often. I literally use it every day. Next, we're gonna move on to the dresses that I've made. This is a little tube dress that I made on my Sentero knitting machine. This is probably one of the only things that I made on that knitting machine that I actually kept because it looks good. Everything else that I made on the machine kind of sucks. It actually like ties in the back so that the top of it doesn't fall down. I don't think I've ever worn it outside of the house, which honestly makes me sad because it's very cute. So I should probably put it up in my closet instead of keeping it in the bin in the basement, so that I can see it more often, so that when I'm getting ready for things, I can be like, oh, let me throw that on, because I honestly think it's very cute. I love the colors. Y'all know I love wearing, well, y'all don't know. Y'all are getting to know me still. Y'all are still getting to know me. I personally love to wear neutral colors, even though I'm in black and orange right now. Usually when I'm going out, I usually try to stay within creams, browns, grays, things that are easy to match, because I don't like spending a whole bunch of time trying to figure out what to wear and how to put it together, and I don't have time for it. That's why I love this so much, because it's just a basic cream tube dress, very simple. It was never blocked, as you can see from the curling in the edges here, so it definitely needs to be blocked. The next dress is this cover-up dress that I made. I never wove in the ends on this, which is just purely out of my laziness, and I've also never worn it outside. I've never worn it outside. I've never taken it on vacation. I do, like, in the back of my head, want to take a vacation where I only wear the things that I've made, because I have so much stuff that I made for vacation that I never took on vacation. This dress definitely needs to see the light of day. It's gorgeous. It's honestly gorgeous, and it's super long. It drags on the ground a little bit. It would be perfect for the beach. Now we have this orange tassel dress that I made for my birthday one year, and then I actually ended up not going anywhere, so it just sat in my closet. It ties up in the back. I never really evened out the tassels, but I kind of like the look of them being like uneven when I put it on. And I also was afraid of how thin the straps were, but they've held up over the years. Like they're holding up pretty good, and I'm pulling pretty hard. So it only uses one stitch. It uses half double crochet throughout, but I did use a really thin like thread type yarn. I would consider this maybe like fingering weight or maybe DK weight yarn. And I just did a square panel in the front, and then I added some chains in the back. I slip stitched, and then I just continued chaining down for the skirt. Super easy, super easy. It's made exactly like the next dress I'm about to show you, which is the buttercup backless dress, but the only difference is the strap. So this is the buttercup backless dress, which I do have a pattern for. It's just a nice backless dress. This one doesn't have the straps in the back like the orange one does, and the straps for this one runs through the neckline so that when you put it on, it gives it a nice little scrunch. I am thinking about adding a strap to the back just for some added security. But yeah, this one though is made with worsted acrylic yarn, and it is a bit thick, so it does get hot wearing this. I wouldn't suggest you wearing this anywhere where you're not gonna sweat. And that is it for my dress portion. Okay, so now since we're on the trend of things that I made to go on vacation and ended up not wearing because I didn't go on vacation or I forgot to pack it, I'll show you guys this like 4-piece set that I made. It is a swimsuit, very tiny, not gonna lie, very tiny swimsuit. It is called my teeny tiny kini for a reason, because it is teeny tiny. You can size up to make it your actual size, but this, my friends, is the swimsuit top. Obviously it's very scandalous. It was definitely made for a tropical, very adult vacation. Not kid friendly, not kid friendly at all. Very much rated R, not PG-13. This is the top, and this is the bottom. It is a thong, and I love the way the thong splits in the back. I don't know if I could post a photo of that. Can I post a photo of that on YouTube? It's a very much thong bikini that splits at the crack of your bum, and it looks really cute. Like, I think that the split at the crack of the bum looks flattering on every bum. I also made it with a do-rag that is very shiny, very cute. I added like sparkly thread to the top and the bottom, but I didn't want to add the same one that's in this because this one has sequins, and I figured sequins on the cooch will be itchy. So this do-rag I made with the sequins. Like, I'm just obsessed with this. I think this is so cute, and I'm honestly kind of sad that I never wore it. And I also made a little like swim skirt, like a little tie. What is this called? A sarong. I also made a little like fishnet sarong to go with the swimsuit. I do have a pattern for the do-rag, and I do have a pattern for the teeny tiny kini. I do not have a pattern for the sarong because it's literally just a fishnet triangle. It's very simple and easy to make. The ends are not woven in. And honestly, I didn't want to weave in the ends on this one because I wanted to give it like a fishnet kind of look. The unwoven ends kind of add to the look of the skirt, so I didn't really want to alter it too much. I've already been recording for over 30 minutes and I've only showed you guys 2 things, so we're gonna have to ease up on the yap and get to showing y'all stuff. So here we have a 2-piece set that I made a long time ago. I made this 2-piece set before I even started Anne's Closet. Like, I made this 2-piece set during quarantine when I was just bored and trying to get into the hang of making clothing. My issue with this 2-piece set is that I made it with like, I think I made it with Red Heart yarn, and if you know anything about Red Heart yarn is actually pretty rough, so this 2-piece set is itchy, so I don't wear it that often. It's just a pair of shorts that have a cute little ribbing on the top and the bottom, and a matching strapless corset. So this 2-piece set that I made, it is a vest and some shorts. I actually made it using a vintage pattern that I found on Etsy, and this thing came out way too small. way too small, and I could not figure out for the life of me how to make it bigger. I mean, I guess it fits nice, but I typically don't like to wear things that are like too revealing, which feels crazy to say because I literally just showed you guys the skimpiest bikini ever in life. But for this to be just like a two-piece set that I'm supposed to wear like outside and not on the beach, this was just a little too skimpy for me. But it was a vintage crochet pattern, and we all know that back then they made clothes for way smaller women, so the fact that this was the largest size was literally crazy. Nonetheless, it is so cute, and I hope that one day I find the way that I would want to wear this, or the courage to wear it. I think I have a photo of me in it, so I'll post photos and videos of what I have. But yeah, now that I'm showing it to you guys on camera, I'm like, damn, it's actually pretty cute. Maybe I should try it on and see if I really do hate it as much as I think I do. I never wove in the ends. That seems to be a trend with this video, just because, like, guys, this is a lot of ends. Did weave in the ends on the shorts one day. I got bored and I decided to just weave in all my ends. Maybe I can do a video of like me weaving in all the ends of the projects that I've never woven the ends on. I don't know, that doesn't even sound like a fun video, if I'm gonna be honest with you. If you think it sounds like a fun video, let me know, but as I'm saying it out loud, it doesn't sound that fun to me. Okay, this next two-piece set I actually recorded a tutorial for, and I never posted it. I don't know why I never posted it, honestly. I kind of just lost my mojo. I felt like the tutorial wasn't good enough and I never posted it, so maybe one day I'll post it, or I'll probably post it on my Patreon. But this two-piece set is so cute. After I made it, I actually hated it, and I don't know why I hated it, because I look back on it now and I'm like, actually this is really cute. So it's this little skirt with like a scalloped edging and then a matching backless top. It's so cute. Like, I don't know why I hated this. What is wrong with me? I'm gonna take some of this stuff out of storage and put it upstairs in my closet and hope that it inspires me to wear it more, because I just have way too many cute things. Way too many cute things, and I keep going shopping because I feel like I don't have enough cute outfits, but I have all these cute outfits sitting in my basement. For the last two-piece set, I have another vacation set that I never wore. This is a two-piece set that I made that I actually do have a pattern for. This is the skirt portion, and it laces up on the side, which I think is very cute. It laces up on both sides. And then this is the top. Now, my only issue with this top is that the center of the triangles kind of look like nips to me. Like, when I'm wearing it, it kind of look like nipples. I'm not gonna lie, they kind of look like nipples, but I think it's still very cute. It's still very cute. It deserves its shine. It truly does. And hopefully one day soon, I just gonna keep putting this out into the universe, that I go on vacation and I can take all these things and take pictures in all of them. So here I have this blue little crop top that I made that I absolutely love. I never made a pattern for, I never made a tutorial for, and I honestly kind of regret that. And I think I am going to make another one just so I can make a pattern or tutorial or both. But I made this crop top, and it has a strap in the back, and it also has a neck strap because it was supposed to be strapless, but it kept falling down because it couldn't hold the yitties up. So I had to make a little strap around the neck so that, you know, we didn't have any kind of nip slips. And I made a matching pair of really short, really teeny tiny shorts to go with it. I do wish I did a ribbing on these shorts, but I was running out of yarn, so I didn't. So with the same yarn I used for this two-piece set that I showed you guys, I also made a maxi skirt that I also have never worn, which is like crazy to say out loud. So I did make it to go with another one of those really teeny tiny bikinis that I like to make. So I guess this one is a three-piece set. Now we're gonna move on to the pile of sweaters. Okay, so first we have this houndstooth sweater that I made. Literally have never worn it outside. It's so cute. Uses one stitch, the houndstooth stitch, and honestly I think I want to make another one, and I want to record it because this is just so cute. And it was one of the first things I made before I started this page. I made this in quarantine once again, and I was just bored and I thought it was cute, so I made one. And I was supposed to make a pair of of shorts to go with it, which I did not do. So I'm gonna have to add that to my list of things to do for the fall, because I think houndstooth is still in this year. I don't know. Leave me some suggestions in the comments of what color houndstooth I should do. I'm thinking maybe like a cream and black. I don't know. But yeah, this is my houndstooth sweater. I did make a couple of mistakes on this though. Like the neckline is a little bit odd, and also I forgot to add holes for buttons. So I don't really know if I could add buttons to this. I probably could finesse some small ones. I also made the sleeves a little too long and too skinny at the wrist. So those were my few mistakes that make me want to do this over and do it right. The next sweater is my Harry Styles inspired sweater. When I first started posting my work, everybody was making these Harry Styles sweaters. I got endless comments with people telling me to make one. So I fell into peer pressure and I made one. This also has a pattern slash guide to it on my website, and I also have the pattern up for free on my Patreon. I'm thinking that for some of these patterns that I'm showing you guys here today, I'm gonna add the patterns for free up on my Patreon. So if you're not subscribed to my Patreon, you're missing out, because it's free patterns over there, sis. It's free patterns over there. Anyways, this is my version of the Harry Styles sweater, which I think is very cute. You know I love neutrals. I keep saying this. So black, white, gray, brown, it has all of it. I'm ready for the fall to come at this point, but I live in Atlanta, so it's probably not gonna get cold till November. But I'm ready to start putting on all my sweaters. Like, I feel like I never gave my crochet sweaters enough love. So next up is a sweater that I made for Christmas last year, and this is her. It's supposed to be like a version of the Grinch sweater that he wore when he became Cheermeister, and I think I did a great job on the little tapestry on the front. And yeah, I don't know, I might make another Christmas sweater this year, because I love Christmas, but I really don't have any Christmas sweater inspiration as yet. So send me some in my Instagram DMs, because it's already October and y'all know Christmas season is coming. So next up, we have this Sam and Scarlet dupe sweater, which I also feel like everybody was making when I first started posting my crochet, and everybody was asking me to make. So this is her. Well, at least this is my version of it, which is a little bit different from the original. I did make a pattern for this as well. And this one, y'all know I wear. This one stays in my closet, so she gets to see outside. She does. Next, we have my favorite sweater that I recently washed, so she's a little scrunched up. But y'all know, if you follow me on Instagram, you see me wear this sweater damn near every week. So this one is my summer cardigan. It is a fishnet style type cardigan. It only uses 2 stitches. It is very, very, very beginner friendly. I made it with cotton yarn so that it could have a little weight to it, and so that I could wear it in the summertime or the fall, because acrylic yarn in the summertime is not fun. Cotton yarn is breathable and the best for the summer. And honestly, I think it's one of the best things I've ever made. I think it's one of the most, I don't know, structurally sound things I've ever made. Like, whenever I'm wearing this sweater, no one ever thinks I made it. Everyone always thinks that I bought it, and they're always shocked to know that I actually made this with my own hands. So yeah, wear your crochet. Wear your crochet. Okay, next up we have my stacked sleeve sweater, which I also have a pattern for. This is just a sweater with like really, really long sleeves, so you can scrunch them up on your arm and it'll give like a stacked sleeve look. You get it? The stacked sleeve sweater. It is cropped, but you can make yours however long you would like to. It doesn't have buttons, but you can add buttons if you would like. It does have a little collar on it. Did I weave in the ends of this? No. I actually did weave in most of the ends. Just one stayed behind, I guess. I don't know. This is the stack sleeve sweater. So this is the first sweater I ever knit. It's actually one of the first garments I've ever knit by hand without my Sentero. I knit this way before I even got my Sentero, but the yarn I used for this is from We Are Knitters. I believe it's their marshmallow wool yarn. It is one of my favorite skeins that I've ever used to make a sweater, just because it's so pretty and it makes it look like candy. But this is her in all her glory. She is also a bit cropped and has never been blocked. That's why the ends still curl in. I tried to make like a little bit of a balloon type sleeve. I don't know if it came out the way I wanted it to. I kind of wanted the sleeves to be bigger, but I am very happy with the way it came out. And for the first thing that I ever knit, I'm pretty proud of myself. Like, I kind of did that. And last but not least, we have this backless sweater that I made. So you can tie the sweater like this in the back. Hold on, let me tie it. I don't remember the name of the sweater. I'll post it on the screen because I have a pattern for it, but I don't know what I called it. Did I call it the ballerina sweater or something? I can't remember what I called it, but this is her. Very cute. It's made with mohair, but can also be made with a DK weight yarn. All right, now we're gonna go through all of my bottoms, all of the skirts, pants, and shorts that I've made, with the exceptions of the ones that I showed in the 2-piece sets. So here we go. Okay, so here are my collection of mini skirts that I've made. I do have a mini skirt tutorial up on this channel. I've literally made so many of these mini skirts only because they're super easy to make, and I like to just throw them on with like a little white t-shirt and call it a day in the summertime. They are made with acrylic yarn, however they aren't super hot because it uses a double crochet stitch, so they have gaps. Like as you can see, my fingers go through the gap, but I do wear black shorts or Spanx underneath them so that you're not seeing like my butt. If you want to know how to make one, I'll put it in the cards above. There is no pattern for it, it's just a tutorial, but it's literally the easiest skirt tutorial you will find on YouTube. My mini skirt tutorial is the easiest mini skirt tutorial here on YouTube, I promise you. So these are the ones that I have. I have a little brown one, I have a green one, which is my favorite one honestly, and then I have another like charcoal grayish brown one. This is another skirt that I made using, I think, Bernat velvet yarn. It's a bit on the heavier side, so I guess that's why I never wore it. And it does have a corset tie up in the back, which I think is really cute. A little scandalous, but very cute nonetheless. And I do like the little pleating here at the bottom. This skirt is actually supposed to go with the triad crop top, which I have a YouTube tutorial for and a pattern for. So I guess it does qualify as a 2-piece set, but for some reason the grays look different to me, and they were used with the same skein of yarn, but I don't know, can you see what I see? Or am I just tripping? The grays look different to me. Like this gray looks a little bit darker than this, so that's why I never really wore it as a set. But I don't know, it could just be all in my head. What do you guys think? Like, do you guys see what I see? Am I bugging out, or is this 2 different grays? Next up, we have the shorts that I just knit. Not too much to say about these shorts because I literally made a video about it. So if you want to see everything I said about these shorts, me making these shorts, how long it took me to make these shorts, I'll put the video here up in the screen. You can find the video in the cards once again, and go watch it, because why did you not watch my last video? Like, that's actually kind of crazy. Like, why would you be watching this video and you didn't watch my last one? Next up, we have one of the very few projects that I finished this year. These ruffly shorts that I made, I love them so much. They came out so much better than I thought they would, because while I was making them, I was like, these not looking too good, but when I put them on, they did what they needed to do. And I do plan on making another pair of these, but with longer ruffles and maybe with a thinner cotton yarn, because this one uses worsted cotton, and I don't know if you can tell on screen, but they're pretty heavy. Like they're actually pretty heavy, but yeah, they're still cute nonetheless. We have some pants that I knit. The legs on these are really long, but they actually scrunch up. I don't think I have any pictures or videos in these. I'm not sure. They have like a design, like I went smaller on the needles for certain sections of the pants just to give it a little interesting like banded look around my legs, and they actually came out perfectly. Because these were the first pair of pants that I've ever knit, I did make a few mistakes when it came to like decreasing. Like you can see the holes or the gaps where my decreases are in these pants, so that makes me want to make another pair so that I can remedy those issues that I made on these. But honestly, they're hardly even noticeable. Like the gaps are really not even that noticeable. It's not even that serious. So next we're gonna go through the swimsuit. I made this little swimsuit with this like holographic reflective type yarn that Hobby gifted me. I actually wore this one in Trinidad and it was very cute, and I need to wear it again because now that I'm holding it up, I'm like, damn, it's actually very cute. So this swimsuit I actually made with a matching bucket hat. This hat has a tutorial, my chunky bucket hat tutorial, and it actually has a stiff brim, which I love. So the brim doesn't like flop down into my face, it just stays up. And this is the swimsuit. I made this swimsuit once again using my teeny tiny Kini pattern. I did alter it just a little bit because this yarn was a bit more chunky. So this is another thong swimsuit. I actually made a purse to go with this swimsuit. I have no idea where the purse is. I know I kept it, I just don't know where it is. So next up, we have another thing that I never wove in my ends on, and this is a one-piece swimsuit that I made using a kit from We Are Knitters. I absolutely I love this swimsuit. It took me a little while to fit it because I actually made it too big. While I was making it, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. But when I put it on, I was like, damn, this is actually kind of cute. So here's another swimsuit that I can wear on my future vacation that I keep talking about throughout this video. I'm gonna need y'all to watch this video to the end too so that I can afford to go on that vacation if we really want to talk about it. Next up, we have some check print bikinis that I made. This is what the top looks like, and this is what the bottoms look like. I made the bottoms like in a V shape, and the V shape is actually extremely flattering on my body, so I'm kind of happy that I did that. But I do wish I made the bottoms like a little bit wider to cover more of the circumference of the cootie cat. But nonetheless, it still came out very cute. It came out so cute that I actually made it in another color. I do believe I have a tutorial on the check print swimsuit, but it doesn't have the V-cut bottom. But these are the two I had. I actually had three, but recently gave the third one to one of my stylist friends so that he can style one of his models in them. But these are the two that I kept. So here are two, I guess, Trinidad themed bikini tops that I made. I made this one for Miami Carnival like 3 years ago. It has a little bikini top, and then it has another tie here at the bottom to tie around the waist. Very cute. I accidentally made it a little too small, and I wish that I gave some more room in the middle so that my girls weren't like smushed together while I was wearing it. But it's very comfortable, very cute, got the job done. So here's another one that I made, same colors to match the Trinidadian flag. It's the same type of bralette as well. It has that same like tie to go around the waist at the bottom of the bralette. But this one I actually made with a swimsuit bottom. Once again, another thong, because your girl likes her thong swimsuits. I'm sorry. And I just find them way easier to crochet than full bottoms. And also, like, who wants all that fabric up their butt anyways? This is the bottoms that I made to go with the top. And last but definitely not least, we have the first thing that I ever posted on Instagram, the first thing that I ever made and ever proudly posted. I did a whole photo shoot for this set. Insert the clip. But here we have my plain Jane swimsuits. These swimsuits are made with Bernat velvet yarn, which tells you that they are not made to go in the water. Even though I'm in the water in the photo shoot, they are not made to go in the water. These soak up water like crazy, and then they become extremely heavy and they don't look that cute on the body. So if you're gonna wear it in the water, you do need to tie it really tight to the body. But these swimsuits are just for sitting back and looking cute cute. They're not for swimming. They're not for swimming. Okay, so next we're gonna do the crop tops, and I'm gonna try to do the crop tops pretty fast because there's a lot of them. So this first one is the Nala bralette top, in which I actually have a tutorial for. It's actually a pretty easy tutorial, so go check it out. Next we have the triad top, which I also have a tutorial for, and I've made in many a color. So this is my triad top as well. Like, I have another color. I actually made it in a pink color and in a blue color as well. There's a tutorial for this on the channel, and it's really easy, really easy. It uses Bernat velvet yarn, or you could use any kind of acrylic yarn you want to. Next we have a little like velvet fishnet top that I made that I never wore or posted. I'm not even sure that I can fit this because it does not have much stretch or much give. I used a random tutorial here on YouTube. If I can find it, I'll post a link to it in the description. This is her, also using Bernat velvet. As you can see, when I first started this page, I clearly had a love for Bernat velvet yarn. This one is my peekaboo top. I love this one. It has a little ladder in the middle, and then it has a corseted type back. This one also has a pattern, and it only uses one stitch, so it's really easy. This top, I actually never even cared to wear it. I made it because I saw Amazingish Grace make something really similar, and then one of my friends kept sending me these like dresses that were made out of like these squares, like these stretchy square type dresses. If I can find a picture of it, I'll post it. I kind of don't like the way it came out. I never wore it though. Like, I've never even tried it on, so I honestly don't know if it came out cute, but I didn't make the straps as long as I wanted to, so I just never wore it. And I don't know what yarn I used. I can't remember the color of yarn this is, or the brand, or anything about the yarn, so I just never bothered to really finish it. So this is a teeny tiny tank top that I made also before I even started this page. It uses that same scratchy type yarn I was telling you about in my two-piece set section, where I made the shorts and the strapless corset top. I made this top with that same yarn, so it is itchy, I'm not gonna lie, but I kind of want to remake it. I made it a little too small lengthwise, so like it shows a little bit of under boob, which I don't mind, but I kind of want to make like a longer one. While this doesn't look like a top at all, this is actually the, what did I call this? The Lilu top, because it reminds me of Lilu from that movie. I think it's called The Fifth Element. It's just these four really long panels that you can tie however you want to. Now that I put it on over a shirt, I'm like, damn, that's actually kind of cute. Why is it giving? But this is one way you can tie it. You can tie it like a million different ways. It's really easy to make, but it does take a bit of a while because you have to make these really long straps. I have a pattern for it on my website. So this is a tank top that I made. I believe it's called the Heartbreaker tank top. I absolutely love the yarn that I used for this top. It was gifted to me by my grandmother. It has these beautiful shades of like orange, red, bright red, dark red. It's beautiful. Just a simple crop with a corset back once again. Now we have my collection of boleros, which also have a pattern and tutorial here on YouTube. So here is a beige bolero that I made. Here is a I guess Scarlett and Sam dupe type bolero that I made, that I actually tried to make in just a few hours, which was a fail, and I have a video for that on this channel as well. So y'all just gonna keep seeing the videos popping up in the cards because I've made tons of videos, guys, that you guys have not watched, but it's okay. But this is the bolero. This one doesn't have a front, it's just sleeves and a back, which I really like. And then I also made a black bolero as well, because your girl loves a bolero. She loves a sleeve, she loves a cover up, she loves to cover up her arms. I don't know what it is about it. It gives very cutesy, very demure. Next we have the Stella crop top, which is surprisingly one of my best sellers, and it is literally the most basic crop top I've ever made. So this is what she looks like. Literally a basic, very basic crochet crop top, but you guys love it. I actually have a tutorial for it as well as a pattern, so you guys can check it out if you guys want to make yourself one. It is the easiest top ever. Most of my patterns are pretty easy because I don't like to do things that are too complicated. That's just not my style. I like to do things that are quick, easy, and cute. That should be my slogan, quick, easy, and cute, because that's all I do. Ooh, if you can see the dog fur on this one, I'm so sorry, but my dog was just taking a nap on it. This is my knit tank top. I love this tank top. I wear this tank top out. It is even stretched out right now because I just wore it. I actually made this on my Centero as well. Here we have a like diamond backless crop top type thing. It's kind of hard to see because the yarn is so black, but once again I used the Bernat velvet yarn. I made it around the same time where I was obsessing over this yarn. Here is a butterfly top that I actually made to go to Miami Carnival, and I did wear, but I did not take any photos in, which is like crazy because it's so cute. But this is the butterfly top, and it has little rhinestones on the bottom. I made it in my country's colors, of course. Here we have the top that I literally just made 2 videos ago, so it's not much to say about it. Go watch the video that I made 2 videos ago. There is a tutorial for it on Patreon, but it's just a little sweater top that's backless. So here we have a red corset top that I've never worn. I honestly don't even think I liked it that much. It was supposed to be like the blue strapless corset top that I showed you guys in the matching sets, but with straps. And I don't know what I did wrong, but it just didn't come out the same exact way as the blue one, so I ended up not liking it and never wearing it. This one is a vest that I made called the Tie Me Up vest. I actually lost the little tie that was supposed to go in the front. This one that is giving me a hard time to hold up is my Yara crop top, another one of my best sellers, very easy to make. Just a simple crop top that has a keyhole in the middle and a necktie. This is my Luna crop top that I also have a tutorial for here on this channel. It's just like a little bralette with ruffles in the front, very cute. Here's another crop top that I made that looks very similar to the Luna, but it has a little tie in the back. I can't remember what this top is called, but I do believe there is a pattern, nor can I remember the name of this top either, but it's another very easy crop top. It resembles my plain Jane crop top, which I actually don't have anymore. I don't know where that is. This is her. There is a tutorial for this top as well. And next we have the Riot crop top. I do love this top. However, I do hate the yarn that I use for it. I wish I used a heavier cotton yarn. This yarn is a bit scratchy. I think it's a cotton wool blend, but this is like a fishnet crop top in the front that has a built-in bralette into it so that you're not showing too much, you're not giving too much away. And I do have a tutorial for this top on my channel. So next we're gonna move on to the bags. So I made this tiny little handbag a long time ago, and I made a few of them for my friends as well. They are lined because I bought these tiny little tote bags from Hobby Lobby, and I just crocheted around them, and then I glued the crochet to it, which honestly I'm not sure was the best idea to use the glue, but it did hold up after all these years. It's very tiny, it's very shiny because I used this shiny velvet yarn, because once again I was obsessed with velvet yarn so much. Like, the velvet yarn obsession was so real. But it's very cute. The only problem with this bag is it doesn't fit anything in it. It literally fits nothing. My phone doesn't fit in it, my wallet doesn't fit in it. Like, when I take this bag, all I can take in it is like 1 key, 1 lip gloss, and 1 card, and that fits, and then I have to find somewhere else to put my phone. So next we have this bobble tote bag that I made that says Hook Life on it in the bobbles. So cute. And then it has a waffle stitch in the back. There's a pattern for this as well. I thought this was a hit. I love this bag. However, nobody seems to care about it. Like, I don't even think this pattern has ever been bought, which is crazy. This is my little bread bag purse. I don't know. I guess it was supposed to be like cloud or like a baguette type purse. But honestly, I don't like the way this came out. I feel like it came out a little bit sloppy. It does have a zipper though, which, you know, is new for me. I think this is my only project that does have a zipper. I did not enjoy attaching the zipper to this, and I'm not even sure that the zipper is like super securely attached. I do use this purse though, despite me not really liking the structure of it. I do like the color, so I do use it. Here we have a collection of regular old market bags that I made. However, these market bags stretch like crazy. I'm gonna post a picture of me and my best friend stuffing these bags to the max with clothing at a clothing swap that we went to. She made one of these bags as well because I have a pattern for it. Like, my best friend actually bought my pattern and made her own bag with it, which literally warms my heart when I could have just gave her a bag. I don't know why I made this little tiny one, but this bag is one of the first patterns that I ever made, and I am so proud of it because it is still successful to this day. Like, people still love this pattern to this day. This is the Powerpuff bag. It is so cute. It's a little fold over flat bag made with the puff stitch. I don't use this bag often because I used a pretty delicate yarn and I really want to preserve it, so I try not to use it. Next, we have one of my favorite bags, which is my heart tote bag, which is inspired by the Coperni heart tote. I do have a tutorial for this bag, but in the tutorial I use a thicker yarn, and this one I used regular acrylic yarn. If you want the acrylic yarn version, you have to buy the pattern, but if you don't mind using a thicker yarn for it, you can watch the tutorial. But it's so cute. You can put it on your arm like so, like that, and it looks like a heart when it's filled. This is another market bag that I made, the Crazy Daisy market bag, and I call it the Crazy Daisy market bag because it literally drove me crazy to make it. It is one of the longest tutorials I have because I kept messing up, but there is a tutorial and a pattern for this bag. It's so cute. I love the daisies. Like, you cannot tell me that that's not adorable. Here we have a clutch that I crocheted. I actually made this yarn out of fabric, so I got this like satin slash velvet fabric from Hobby Lobby, and I cut it into a bunch of strips and I made this bag. Here we have the moo bag, I believe I called it. I don't remember what I called it. I think it's called the cow print moo bag, but I do have a tutorial and a pattern for this. Okay, last bag we have on hand is my velvet satchel. It's a little crossover bag. It's very easy to make. I actually have a tutorial of how to make it on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, now we're finally in the last section. Now we're gonna do my winter section, which is all my hats, all my scarves, all my skitties, all my ski masks, all my bucket hats, literally hat scarves. So let's start with the bucket hat. First we have the check print bucket hat, which I also have a pattern and tutorial for. I made a matching swimsuit for this as well, but I gave it away, so I kind of feel bad and I want to make another one because why would I ever give that away? Like, here we have another bucket hat that I honestly don't wear that often and I don't have a pattern for because I truly don't even know how I did this. A friend of mine asked me for one of these, like he sent me an inspiration photo and asked me to make him one, so I kind of free-handed one for myself first, and then I tried to recreate what I did for myself for his, and both hats came out gorgeous. But when it came down to putting what I did into words, I just couldn't. And the last bucket hat that I have is my Blossom bucket hat, which we all know is my absolute favorite bucket hat. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I don't know if I have a project that I am more proud of aside from my summer cardigan, simply because of the same reason. This is just so well structured and I'm so proud of how I structured this hat. It does not look handmade. It looks store-bought. Like, down to the flower at the top of the head, gorgeous. I did weave in every single end, which took a while, and there is a pattern for it on my website. Here we just have some leg warmers that I never wove in the ends on. Here we have a Christmas hat that I made that I also did not weave in my ends on, but we can ignore that. I love this hat. It looks like a Christmas tree, and the star on top is a little puffy star. Didn't weave in any of the ends. I cannot wait until Christmas, guys, so I can break this baby out again because it's so cute and it was a hit. There's a tutorial for this Christmas hat as well, so if you want to get in your Christmas bag, in your Christmas spirit, and make you a little unique Christmas hat, head over to my channel. I'm going to keep saying that over and over again and watch the tutorial. Here we have a simple cowl neck scarf. Very simple, very easy, nothing special. Here is a cat ear ski mask that I made. Once again, very simple. I feel like everybody has made one of these. Here we have another scootie that I made. This one was made with granny squares, very easy. And then I added a ribbing to the front. And we have another scootie. This one's a little bit different, but it fits exactly the same. It does have the ribbing in the front, and this one does have the tie in the front, so you can scrunch up the face part. I do have a tutorial for this as well. Here we have my granny square heart hat that I made around Valentine's Day. I don't know if I ever made a tutorial for this, but I know I have a pattern for this on my website. Here we have a basic ski mask that I made with some yarn that my grandmother gave me. And from the way the yarn looked, I never would have expected the pattern on the ski mask to come out this pretty. Here we have a really chunky scarf that I made that I was trying to like channel my inner Lenny Kravitz, but I do regret making it with black yarn because you can see every like hill on it, every time it gets dog hair on it, every time it gets a little lint on it, you can see every spot, every speck. So I do regret making it black. And last but not least, but very least, because I've never worn this, I made this hat a long time ago. Once again, one of the first patterns that I ever made. It's made with acrylic yarn, but you triple up the yarn to make the stitches look really chunky. And I honestly might revisit that tutorial this winter so that we can make some fun winter things, because that's how I made this hat and that's also how I made this scarf. So guys, that is everything. That is literally everything that I still have that I've crocheted. Honorable mention to the things that I gave away. When I first started this crochet journey, I did create a lot of patterns. Like I think I was pumping out a new pattern every 2 to 3 days, which led to me having just way too many items that I made that honestly some of them I didn't really enjoy to wear. I kind of just did them based off of crowd suggestions, based off of what people were asking me to make. So a lot of them didn't really resonate with me, and so I didn't really keep a lot of them. However, you know, I will always have the pattern. So if I did decide to change my mind and like, damn, I'm mad I gave that away, I could always remake it. And that's my favorite part about crocheting and my favorite part about pattern making. And that is today's video. If you watched this video all the way through, leave me a comment below and let me know that you did. Don't forget to subscribe and turn your notification bell on so that you can get notified whenever I post, because I have been posting weekly now. So let's see if I can keep up with that schedule. Don't forget to follow me on my other social media pages, which are linked in the description, so that you can keep up with what I'm doing and what's next. The link to my website where I sell all my patterns and the link to my Patreon is also in the description. So don't be shy. Go check out my things. I love you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.